What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So finally we're gonna be throwing some power mods at the Z. No, it's not cams, no, it's not M5, not any of that cookie cutter stuff. It works, not hating, but I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different today, which I'll go ahead and show you guys. It's a mod that a lot of people are very 50-50 on. Oh, it doesn't make power. Oh, it does make power. Whatever. At the end of the day, I kind of invested to get this stuff to go ahead and help me, you know, in the future for when I boost the car, because I know from previous experiences that these type of mods actually help boosted cars a lot. Some are going to argue, whatever it may be. This is why this is the Sleepless Performance channel and not everyone else's channel. So we're going to go ahead and dive deep, take the car apart, and then I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm going to be doing. So here we have it, the new mods for the Z. Big shout out to IMP Porting. We decided to go ahead and work together. He saw what I was doing with the Z, wanted to help out. So here we have a VHR upper intake manifold that is ported on the throttle body side and also ported on the lower side as well. Very nice work there. And then we have a lower intake manifold which is port and polished as well for the VHR, along with some OEM throttle bodies which were also port matched to the upper intake manifold and polished as well. Very nice setup. A lot of people are going to sit here and debate, oh, it doesn't make power, oh, it's not going to help, etc., etc. For me, like I said, it was an investment for the future. I'm just glad to have it. I am going to get the car running, make sure everything's dialed in, put it on a dyno, and try to see the results. As you guys have seen what my car made prior to all of this, it made 343, 297 on E85, full bolt-ons, headers, exhaust, 3-inch intakes, E85, nothing crazy. So we'll see if we can pick up some gains out of this. If I make 5 horsepower out of this, I'll be happy. If I make 4 horsepower out of it, I'll be happy. It's just one of those things that I'm hoping by doing these mods, the car is going to run more efficient and I get a little bit more top end.
Joy 7.
Alright guys, so as you saw in the time lapse, we got the car disassembled, and I'm going to start off with the lower runner here. So this is the stock one. As you can kind of see, the ports here along with the ports on the top, that's all stock. And then when you look at the ported and polished lower manifold, as you can see, obviously there's a substantial difference. And then here as well. Let's see if I can do a side-by-side with one hand over here. So definitely a substantial difference. See if I can do a side-by-side on the top. Look at that, and look at that. So like I said, not much of a difference. Obviously it's noticeable. Everybody's gonna debate whether it's gonna work or not, whatever. I have them, so I'm gonna go ahead and put them on the car. Let's go ahead and install the lower runner first, and then we'll go ahead and move on, put the injectors back in, and then I'll show you a comparison of the upper and the throttle bodies. Alright guys, so we got the lower runner installed. I just put the injectors and fuel rail back on, tested it for leaks. Obviously don't got any. So next step is going to be showing the comparison of the upper intake manifold and the throttle bodies. I got to swap some sensors over to the new intake manifold, some gaskets here and there, and then we'll go ahead and bolt it back on. All right, guys, so moving on to the upper portion of the intake manifold. Here we have the IMP ported upper. I just put the new gasket on there, but you can significantly tell a difference on the ports here as opposed to the stock manifold. So really the best way to tell is just like look at this right there, right? And then look at that. So it's definitely gonna be breathing a lot better. So I swapped over the gasket. Next thing I got to do is just swap over throttle body gasket, the map sensor, and then the other sensor there in the back, and then it should be ready to go ahead and install. All right, guys, so here we have the comparisons of the throttle bodies. This is stock, as you can see, and this is the ported ones. Turn it around on the back. Stock, ported. So let's see, I already got the intake manifold on. This is the old stock one. I swapped over my sensors, everything that I needed. Gonna bolt the throttle bodies on, put the intakes on, and hopefully the car at least holds an idle and runs. I still obviously need to retune the car, but if it can at least putt around, I'll be happy. But let's get this on and see what happens. All right, so everything is bolted down, tightened up. Every sensor, I believe, is all plugged in, tightened down. Every seal is good. So I'm gonna try to start it, see, you know, if it at least holds an idle, and then we'll go from there. Are you starting on my phone already?
Mm-hmm.